and before it was just a straight down pipe onto the tarmac, so I presume it would just be sort of letting out lots of water close to the house, whereas now it's got a nice container to keep it safe. I'm Kerry. I live here with my family. Basically it used to just be tarmac with like a path there which had like a ridge. Yeah. So they've just made it all one level. Before the Wildlife Trust changed our driveway, it was just sort of really horrible tarmac that looked really unpleasant for any wildlife, and we didn't have any plants. So now they've completely changed the driveway so it's porous, so it'll aid with water soaking down into underneath and stopping flooding. We've got some little plants so that it'll encourage some wildlife in, and the flowering and some of the scented plants are encouraging in lots of bees and in pollinators and things like that, so we're very lucky. The plants by the front door, when they're in flower, smell really nice as well, so it's really welcoming coming in out of the home for us and the insects. And then the plants they've put in, although it's not very deep soil underneath, they seem to be quite good at having not very much water. The kids really like being able to use this to water it because they splash each other, but then they can sort of help the plants out as well. How much of an impact everybody having a paved or tarmac front sort of part of their garden could impact the flooding in the local area. And there's a couple of neighbours around and they've lived here for a long time, and they said that they remember when everything just had a little bit of grass out the front. So I can imagine that it's had a greater impact than we realise, because we've been here for less time than them. But certainly we haven't had any sort of water pooling on here, so it's all been soaking down underneath. It'll be really obvious in the winter, I suppose, when we get freezing and ice forming, that hopefully we won't get that, and then we won't get it in the gutter on the road either. We used to have a down pipe that just came down straight onto the tarmac, but now we've got this slightly shorter pipe, which this can act as like a reservoir for the water, either to keep it from getting too close to the house in the winter, but also in the summer it's great because you've effectively got an open water butt. And I guess if there are any creatures that might want to start living in there, they'd be very welcome. Nice. I don't suppose we'll get fish, but we might end up with some little pond-dwelling insects, yeah. Yeah, I definitely would recommend getting rid of tarmac because this is going to help draining, and even if you just have a few little plants scattered here and there, even if it's not the most glamorous insects or bugs that you encourage in, you're still going to encourage in things like slugs and snails that the other animals might eat. Working with Gloucester Wildlife Trust was a really positive experience. The team that came out to meet us were really thoughtful about how it would work for both the nature but also as us as a family. So I'd definitely recommend working with you guys.